Queen Camilla's unexpected absence from the funeral service of Catherine, Duchess of Kent, has drawn attention both for its timing and the solemnity of the occasion. Scheduled to attend the Requiem Mass held at Westminster Cathedral, a rare event marking a Catholic funeral for a royal family member, Camilla was forced to withdraw due to a bout of acute sinusitis. Buckingham Palace issued a statement expressing her regret and confirming that she had intended to be present but could not fulfill the engagement for health reasons. Her absence was notable, not only because of her position as queen consort but also because of the unusual religious and historic dimensions of the funeral itself. The funeral of the Duchess of Kent was not a routine royal affair. Catherine, Duchess of Kent, who passed away at the age of 92, had converted to Roman Catholicism in 1994, a move that was, at the time, highly significant within the traditionally Anglican royal family. Her Requiem Mass at Westminster Cathedral, the mother church of Catholicism in England and Wales, was steeped in religious symbolism and historic resonance. The fact that senior royals, including King Charles III, attended the service underscored its importance. For Queen Camilla to miss such a moment, the reason had to be compelling, and acute sinusitis, a painful and often debilitating inflammation of the sinus passages, was evidently serious enough to prevent her attendance. Acute sinusitis may sound minor to those unfamiliar with its severity, but it can involve intense facial pain, pressure headaches, fever, and congestion that renders public appearances grueling. In Camilla's case, sources suggest that the condition came on suddenly and required immediate rest. She had traveled from Scotland earlier that day in anticipation of joining the royal contingent at the funeral. However, as her symptoms worsened, medical advisors deemed it best for her to withdraw and recover at Windsor Castle. The decision reflects not just the reality of physical illness, but also the careful balancing act royals must perform between duty and personal well-being. In recent years, Queen Camilla has shouldered an increasingly public role. Following the death of Queen Elizabeth II and the ascension of Charles III, Camilla became a central figure in the reshaped monarchy. Her public engagements, speeches, and charitable work have gained visibility, and she has generally maintained a steady presence despite the pressures of royal life. However, she is now in her late 70s, and health management has become a more visible concern, both for her and King Charles, who is currently undergoing treatment for cancer. Their schedules are carefully managed, and absences are communicated with transparency to avoid speculation. Interestingly, Camilla's illness came just days before a high-profile diplomatic event, the state visit of U.S. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump to the United Kingdom. Scheduled to begin the day after the Duchess of Kent's funeral, the visit includes ceremonial duties, banquets, and private meetings. Given the demands of hosting a U.S. president and the international attention such an occasion garners, it's not surprising that Camilla's health became a priority. Her team may have decided that resting ahead of the state visit was strategically necessary, especially since these events are scheduled months in advance and carry diplomatic weight. Despite Camilla's absence, the royal family was well represented at the funeral. King Charles III led the royal delegation, accompanied by other senior members, including Prince William and Princess Catherine. Their presence helped maintain continuity and demonstrated the royal family's deep respect for the Duchess of Kent. Catherine was the wife of Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, a first cousin to Queen Elizabeth II, and she had long held a quiet but dignified role in royal life. Her funeral, therefore, was not just a family affair but also a public religious event that bridged personal mourning with national tradition. The choice of Westminster Cathedral for the service reinforced the rare nature of the occasion. The British royal family is historically aligned with the Church of England, and Catholic services, especially funerals, have not typically involved royal attendance at this level. Catherine's conversion in the 1990s was a quiet yet significant moment in royal religious life. At the time, it prompted debate about succession laws and the monarchy's relationship to faith. Over the years, however, her decision was accepted with grace and increasingly seen as a reflection of the personal freedom to worship within a modern monarchy. That several senior royals, including King Charles, attended her Catholic funeral underscores how the royal family has evolved in its relationship with religion and diversity. Camilla's inability to attend was reportedly a disappointment to her personally. She has expressed in past interviews a strong sense of duty and loyalty to the institution she now represents. While she is not known for flamboyance or headline-grabbing gestures, her presence at key royal events has become an expectation. As such, her absence drew quick public notice, especially because it was such a solemn and historically resonant occasion. Nonetheless, the palace's statement and the presence of other royals helped frame her withdrawal in the proper context. a medical issue, not a slight. This incident also reveals the fragility of royal schedules, especially in a post-pandemic, aging monarchy. Camilla and Charles are both in their late 70s, and the physical toll of public life can be significant. They are expected to appear healthy, composed, and gracious at all times, a standard that does not always align with human limits. Buckingham Palace now more frequently announces medical updates and adjustments to schedules, a shift from the previously opaque culture of royal health secrecy. In that sense, Camilla's withdrawal marks a continuation of the monarchy's attempt to be more relatable and transparent. Critics may still question whether more could have been done to ensure Camilla's attendance. However, public and media reactions have largely been understanding, with many expressing well wishes and sympathy. Social media platforms, normally quick to judge, were filled with supportive comments, highlighting how public perception of Camilla has shifted in recent years. From the days of being viewed as a controversial figure during the Diana years, she has gradually been accepted as a steadying influence and a reliable consort to Charles. In the end, Camilla's absence from the Duchess of Kent's funeral serves as a poignant reminder of the humanity behind the monarchy. Even amidst the grandeur of royal ceremony, illness can intervene, plans must be adjusted, and appearances must sometimes be postponed. It is perhaps fitting, then, that in honoring a woman who quietly reshaped the royal family's relationship with religion, the Queen Consort was herself absent for reasons beyond control, a silent echo of the very human experiences that make moments like these resonate so deeply. The Duchess of Kent's life and funeral will be remembered not only for their historical weight, but also for the quiet dignity that both she and those who honored her exemplified. Camilla's decision to step back, though regrettable, was a necessary one, and it highlights the increasingly humane modern face of the monarchy she helps represent.